Lesson number 1: Unity in Diversity. Our planet has different kinds of people. Each has specific language and unique traditions. They follow different religion and cultures. These differences enrich our lives. India is a large country. Different parts of the country have different customs, languages, dress, and food habits. The main religion in India are Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, Sikhism, Jainism, Christianity, and Zoroastrianism. The Indian Constitution recognizes the right for everyone to practice any religion and develop their own language and culture. We are all one despite the differences. Our culture today consists of ideas, beliefs, custom, art, religion, music, and dance. The food habits of the people, the festivals they celebrate, their art and handicrafts are all part of their culture. Festivals. Some festivals are religious and some are linked to the seasons. National festivals such as Independence Day, Republic Day and Gandhi Jayanti are celebrated throughout the country. Festivals such as Diwali, Dussehra, Holi, Eid and Christmas are also celebrated throughout the country. Other festivals such as Baisakhi, Basant Panchami, Pongal, Onam, Guru Parv and Bihu are celebrated in some parts. We also celebrate the birthdays of gods and great men as festivals. For example, Lord Krishna's birthday is celebrated as Janmashtami. The birthday of Gautam Buddha is celebrated as Buddha Purnima. Lord Mahavir's birthday is celebrated as Mahavir Jayanti and Guru Nanak's birthday is as Guru Parv. Dance and music. India has two major kinds of dance, classical and folk. The classical dance such as Bharatanatyam is popular in Tamil Nadu, Kathakali in Kerala, Kathak in North India, Kuchipudi in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Manipuri in Manipur and Odissi in Odisha. Most of these dances tell us about stories of two epics, the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ancient Indian knowledge has been passed on by word of mouth. Stories with moral lessons were told through such songs, dance and drama. This is called the art of folk theatre. Folk dances are mostly based on seasons. For example, Bhangra from Punjab, Garba from Gujarat, Chau from Jharkhand and Odisha, Ghumar from Rajasthan, Lavani from Maharashtra and Bihu from Assam are popular folk dances. Indian music like dance forms also give back to the Vedas. There are two main schools of classical music. The North India school is called the Hindustani and the South Indian school is called the Carnatic. In Indian music we have the Gharna tradition. Students learn music from the Guru by living in their house. Devotional music such as couplets by Kabir and bhajans by Surdas, Tulsidas and Mirabai are sung all over the country. Indian folk music consists of traditional songs sung during festival and weddings. Art and sculpture. The earliest form of art is based on teachings of Buddha on the cave paintings at Ajanta and Ellora in Maharashtra. Miniature art is seen in Pahari, Rajput and Mughal paintings. Earlier, the craftsmen built beautiful monuments and places of worship. The stupas of Sanchi were built by Emperor Ashok and the Taj Mahal by Shah Jahan. The latter is now recognized as one of the wonders of the world. Many famous monuments and buildings are part of our heritage. Food. The food grains, vegetables and fruits grown in our country vary from place to place depending upon the landform, climate and season. Spices such as chilies, turmeric, pepper, cardamom and clove are grown. Sweets such as rasgulla, shrikhand, payasam and laddu are popular in India. Clothes. Land and climate also determine the dress worn by people at an area. Some parts are covered with thick forest and some areas are near the sea. In some parts, summers are very hot and winters are very cold, while in other parts, the climate is almost the same throughout the year. The popular dresses in our country are salwar kameez with dupatta in Punjab, ghagra kurta with an odhni in Haryana, ghagra kachli in Rajasthan, lehenga choli in Gujarat, and a mundu blouse in Kerala. Men generally wear trousers and shirt. Other dresses for men are pajama kurta, dhoti kurta, lungi kurta, and lungi shirt. Men in Rajasthan wear chudidar kurta with an achkan or angaraksha, and a chudidar with a pocket is worn in Gujarat. In Tamil Nadu, men lungi are called vasti and in Kerala they are called mundu. Men in West Bengal and Assam mostly wear dhoti kurta. Even the style of tying the turbans differ from state to state. In the hilly regions, due to the cold, the Kashmiris wear a long woolen kurta called a firan. Now we come to unity. The history of freedom movement proves that although we had and still have diverse cultures and backgrounds, people from different regions came together to fight against the foreign rulers. The Indian national flag, the national anthem and the patriotic songs are all symbols of our unity. Globalization. Progress in communication, transport and technology during the 20th century has enabled us to overcome geographical boundaries and has revolutionized our way of living. The world is linked as never before. Economies, societies, cultures have been connected through a global network, not only in India but throughout the world. Globalization has resulted in spreading information and ideas. Economically speaking, it has increased money flow, investment and international trade. This has brought all the countries into single giant world market. We will learn with the help of two case studies how historical and geographically factors influence regional diversity. Now students, you can read the case study of Kerala and Ladakh. Then we will sum up saying every society has its own culture. The culture of the society means its ideas, customs and art. We learnt about dance, music. They are the important aspects of a culture. In India, there are two major kinds of dances and music, classical and folk. The food grains, vegetables, fruits grown in our country vary from place to place depending upon the geographical features of the area. Land and climate also determine the kind of clothes worn by the people of an area. Progress in communication and transport technology has revolutionized our way of living. So students, did you enjoy learning this lesson? All of you read the lesson and underline the main points. Okay? Thank you. Bye.